When you do creative work like I do, there comes a time when you need to break, to clear your mind, step back, and make new plans for the future. That's what I did this summer, and it worked so well I might make it a yearly tradition. But now I'd like to share some thoughts. Let's start with the basics. Who am I? I'm a tech journalist with 47 years of experience. For the last 30 of those, I focused on digital audio. I'm not a technician, and I didn't have formal technical training. My work is a craft, something you improve with time and dedication. Just like a motoring journalist doesn't design cars, I don't design electronics. But I've seen and heard hundreds of digital players, DACs, streamers and DSPs. That gives me a strong base for comparison. I like to dig deeper than most. Yes, I measure digital gear, but I only share measurements when they really add something to the story. People sometimes ask, why don't you use the audio precision gear in the background? Well, I do. But here's the thing. Measurements can tell you when something is badly designed, but they can't prove that it sounds great. One viewer asked, why don't you measure jitter with the AP? Simple answer, you can't measure jitter at the DAC level with the audio precision. Its time resolution just isn't enough. You'd need a setup like Jaap Veenstra of Alpha Audio uses. Even then it's tricky to get repeatable results. And by the way, for trained ears, jitter is easy to recognize within seconds. That is, if your stereo setup is good enough and properly set up. In the first 10 years of this channel, I invested everything into equipment so I could do reviews the way I believe it should be done. That led to 3 reference setups, each with different variations. Check out my video about my reference setup April 2025. Last year, I realized it was time to benefit from this work myself too. I now spend 30 hours a week on this channel. But recently, with the falling dollar and slowing YouTube ad revenues, things have changed. I don't need to be rich, but working over 100 hours a month for a few $100 isn't very motivating. This could be fixed if each viewer would support me with just $1, euro, or whatever is equal in your currency. You can do that using the QR code at the top left of the screen or at the end of this video. Since starting this channel 11 years ago, I've managed to produce almost 1 video a week. That's getting harder simply because I've shared most of what I know. Now I need more time to learn new things before I can teach them. So please forgive me if I skip a week now and then. I'm working on setting up interviews with people that really know their stuff, designers and engineers with deep knowledge and insights. On the list, a turntable specialist, a DAC designer and a loudspeaker engineer. Of course, I'll keep reviewing equipment. Streaming audio remains the main focus, but not the only one. And as always, the gear I cover will range from budget-friendly to high-end. Next week, we're back to reviews. I'll be looking at an Ethernet filter that someone told me is clearly better than the Network Acoustics Muon Pro. We'll see. And on that bombshell, we've reached the end of this video. A new one is worked on, so please subscribe to this channel or follow me on Patreon, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram or TikTok to stay updated. If you support me on Patreon or YouTube Premium, you'll see my videos 1 week earlier and without ads. You can help even more by giving this video a thumbs up or sharing it on the social media. I'd really appreciate that. And a big thank you to everyone who already supports this channel financially. You help me keep motivated and it's a great sign of appreciation for my work. Even €1, $1 or equal makes a difference. Use the QR code next to me, or check the description below this video. I'm Hans Beekhuizen, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. And whatever you do, enjoy the music.